Welcome back to Today's Discussion. There's a good story about the famous Stoic philosopher Socrates, and it goes, a man came and knocked on his door one day and said, Socrates, I got to tell you something. It's about your friend. And Socrates said, well, let me ask you a couple questions first. First, is it true? And the man looked at him and said, well, I don't know. So Socrates says, well, is it good? And the man said, well, no. So then he said, well, is it useful? And the man said, well, no. So Socrates said, well, why would I need to know this then? And that's a very profound statement, because at the end of the day, I used to need to be that person that needed to know everything that was being said around me. For whatever reason, I don't even know why. I just nervous tick, or maybe I was anxious, or maybe I just was worried that they were talking about me. I don't know why I necessarily needed to know, but I did need to know. I would constantly ask, what'd you guys say? What'd you say? What'd you say? It needed to be in every conversation. I'm sure it was very annoying, and I'm very much reforming on this, and I don't like it myself. And now I understand that this is something I'm consciously working to avoid. And so I'm getting much better about it. I don't butt in as much, but every now and then I catch myself doing it and I have to try to pull myself back. Now, within that story, there's something that's missing to me, and how to properly use this. For me, I would say, if the answer to number one is no, it's not true, I would automatically say then I don't really need to know. Because if it's not true, you don't know it's true, it's definitely not going to be probably good, because you're not going to come tell me an untrue good story, and you're not likely going to tell me one that's going to be useful to me if it's not true. So therefore, for me, if it's not true, I don't necessarily need to know. If it is true and it's good, then I would still probably like to know whether it's useful or not. If it's true and it's bad, but it's not useful, then I definitely don't need to know still, because it's not going to be useful and it's going to probably upset me. And if it's true, but it's bad and it's useful, I would still like to know. So that's how I would use those. But I think those three questions are very good and valid questions to filter things through, so you don't have to go and take other people's drama and things going on that you don't necessarily think are going to better your situation and advance your knowledge to something that you can help, because there's so many things going on that if you try to take on everybody else's burden or try to hear about everybody else's burden, you're just going to overwhelm yourself and you're never going to get towards your thing. So use those filters, and now let me know what you think if you get to try them out.